Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I am Nimra Abid, roll number 84021. Today I have to discuss about the function of the protein. Or proteins are the body worker molecules. Before to discuss the function of proteins, we must know about what is actually the proteins. The word protein is derived from the Greek word proteases, meaning holding first place. They are the most important molecules in our body, and if we see about its composition, basically the proteins are the chain of amino acids joined to each other by a peptide bond in a specific sequence. There is a sequence specificity in the amino acids that classify the proteins. They are present every part of our body, even nails, blood, tissues, and other body organs, because actually the proteins are the body worker molecules. They have to perform function in every part of our body. And next, water proteins are the most plentiful substances in our body. Next, proteins are made from the small building blocks. If you know about the composition of proteins, then we remember that proteins are the long necklace with different shaped beads, and these beads are basically the amino acids. There are 20 standard amino acids with its own shape, size, and properties. Proteins mostly contains different number of amino acids. Protein can contain 500 to 5000 amino acid joints end to end in many combinations. Combinations means there is specific sequence. Each amino acids contain an identical backbone. Each amino acids have the specific backbone, that is a carboxylic group and amino group, but their change will be R group, that may be alkyl, esters, acidic bases, and different type of other groups. Function of the proteins. Functions of the proteins depends upon structures. Protein functions only when it is active. Its active state is its three-dimensional structures. Some proteins cannot function even after their formations. They can function only when they are in their active states. Some proteins fold upon themselves in three-dimensional structures, but some proteins require help from other proteins to fold efficiently. This process is necessary because function of the proteins only occur if they are in their final shape. Next, we see the structure of collagen. Their functions also depend upon the structure of the protein. An example of the troponin C triggers muscle contractions by changing the shape. This protein involves in the muscle contractions. Protein grabs calcium in each of its faces, then punches other protein to initiate the contractions. This contraction and relaxation process depends upon the changing in shape of the protein. Some proteins boards on to and regulate the activity of the genetic material. Some of them are donut shapes, enabling them to form a complete ring around the DNA. For example, DNA polymerase 3. Some proteins, for example, digestive enzymes, chymotrypsins, are somewhat spherical in shape. Enzymes that contain a groove or pocket to hold the molecules they act upon it. This groove or pocket is actually the active sites. Enzymes are the biochemicals molecules. They are biochemical catalysts, and they're actually the proteins, and they have the protein parts, active sites which perform the catalysis. And this catalytic site is also made of the proteins, but there may also be some non-protein part also. There are main 9 functions of the proteins. First is the growth and development. Second is the causes biochemical reactions, act as a messenger, provide structures, maintain proper pH, balance fluid, restores immune health, transport and storage of the nutrient, provide energy. Role of Cohen complex in development and growth. The development of the complex multicellular organisms from the fusion of two haploid cells require two fundamental processes. Actually, when there is a fusion of two haploid cells, then there is a growth of an organism in the multicellular organisms. Every cell multiply, undergo the cell division, meiotic cell division, and form a complex multicellular organisms. So in cell division, there are two processes. One is the cell proliferations in order to grow, and other is the cell differentiations. Mitosis and meiosis are essential processes that occur during development. Whole process requires coherence. Cohesion is made up of the four complexes known as the cohesion complexes. Two are the structural maintenance of the chromosome subunits, and one is the stromal in heat repeat domain subunit, and one casein subunits proteins read to one or REC8 or R8021L. There are four subunits of the cohesion complex. What is the basic biochemical mechanisms? During S phase, DNA replications take place, which generate a pair of sister chromatids. These sister chromatids are generated during the S phase. They must be physically connected through G2 phase and only begin to separate during transition from metaphase to anaphase during mitosis. Their separation is necessary because their separations lead to the formation of the new daughter cell. The separation is completed in anaphase, leading to the loss of cohesion between sister chromatids. Separation of sister chromatids in mitosis are most important events, or if it is not occur, then they not function properly, and cohesion complex is necessary to attach these two sister chromatids until they enter into the anaphase, and then they lose the cohesion complex to form the new two daughter cells. However, meiosis undergo the two cell division. Cohesion is not much more important in meiosis as compared to the mitosis. Here is the space where applications take place, then S phase to metaphase, and this cohesion complex is attached, but in the anaphase this is lost and two sister chromatids are detached from each other, and two new daughter cells are ready to form. Next causes biochemical reactions. Enzymes are protein in nature and catalyze various biochemical reactions in our body. Our cell, even our organelles, cytoplasm, each organelles have the specific enzymes, and these enzymes uh, catalyze the specific reactions. Bodily functions that depend upon the enzymes include digestion, energy production, blood clotting, muscle contractions. Digestions. Digestive enzymes speed up chemical reactions that break down large food molecules into the small molecules. Because we cannot absorb food as we intake. After intaking food, undergo the digestion process, and then it is converted into the small molecules so it can be absorbed into our body. Digestive enzymes basically released from the organ of the digestive system and includes proteases and nucleases and other different enzymes. For example, proteases act on the proteins and nucleases on the nucleic acids. Some important enzymes includes hydrolases, nucleases, synthetases, isomerases, phosphatases, and oxidoreductases that perform the different activities like synthetases involved in the synthesis activities. Isomerases enzymes causes the isomerization reactions. Phosphatases transfer of the phosphate group. Oxidoreductases cause oxidation reductions reactions. Hydrolysis enzymes are involved in the hydrolysis. Nucleases enzymes act on the nucleic acids. All these enzymes present even every cell of our body, and they are very important to perform the function of the cell. Without in them, life will be impossible. Then the digestive enzymes, how they work. There is a proteases. A protein molecules is made up of many different amino acids. When the proteases act on it, then it convert into the amino acids, and these amino acids are absorbed uh, in our blood circulations or the sites where it is needed. Then the starch molecule is made up of the many glucose molecules, and starch as such is not absorbed in our blood and not become the part of our body as to give us energy. It must be broken down into the glucose. So glucolysis enzymes or carbohydrates enzymes act on it and convert into the glucose. Next, fat. Fat molecule is made up of the fatty acids and glycerol molecules. Then they are very big molecules. They must be converted into small molecules. Lipases enzymes act into it and convert into them. Fatty acids and glycerols that can be absorbed in body easily. Next is the blood clotting enzyme. Uh, Thrombin enzyme that is responsible for the blood coagulations. Clotting in some process is very important in our body. Sometimes injury or cut, it must be necessary to formation of the blood clot. During coagulations, inactive prothrombin is converted to the active thrombin, and enzymes that converts inactive fibrinogen to the active fibrin, which is responsible for the formation of the blood clot. And inactive prothrombin is produced by the liver. There are some other blood factors that are also involved in the blood clotting. The mechanism is here. When there is a need to formation of the blood clot, prothrombin is converted into thrombin, and this act on the factor 13 that convert factor 13 to factor 13a, and this causes the calcium act on the calcium, and fibrin converted into the fibrin cross-linked that form the fibrin degradations. Then fibrinogens, there is another pathway, prothrombin to thrombin, and fibrinogen inactivated form is converted into the active form thrombin, fibrin, that also causes the fibrin cross-linked and then the fibrin degradations. Then plasminogens that converted into the plasmins, and then it is also causes the fibrin degradations and then the formation of the blood clot. Next is the role of proteins in muscle contractions. In our body, it is the most important functions that muscles contract and relax. These muscle contractions and relaxations totally depend upon the proteins. Tropomyosin, troponin, etc. are the proteins that are involved in this process. All these proteins and all these molecules are actually the proteins. Contractile proteins are arranged into regular strands that account for the typical appearance of the sarcomeres. Sarcomeres को further divide करते हैं into units that are bordered by I bands, which is bisected by the Z bands and A bands with dark M in the center. I band के अंदर होते हैं troponin and tropomyosins. A band consists of the thick and thin filaments and other protein. Here is basically the mechanisms of the actin and myosins. Here we can see that relaxation and contraction activity depends upon changing the shape of the proteins, actin and myosin. Here is the myosin binding site. There is the actin filaments. When the troponin and actinin, then it causes the contractions, and this is the myosin filaments, and this is the muscle contraction and relaxation process. Act as a messenger. Messengers transfers the message, and basically hormones are the messenger of our body, that are the secretions that secreted from the specific organs known as the hormones and transfer in different parts of our body to perform their actions. Some proteins are hormones which are chemical messengers. Hormones divided into three types: proteins, peptides, steroids, and imines. Basically, the proteins and peptides make most of our body hormones. For example, insulin signal the uptake of sugar or glucose. Glycogen signals the breakdown of the stored glucose in the liver, etc. Here is the example of the mechanism of this reactions. Water-soluble hormones are membrane insoluble. They bind to the membrane receptors. Those hormones that cannot transfer directly into the membrane, they bind to the specific receptor, cell membrane receptor. Then they activate the G protein. The binding activates the G proteins. These G proteins further activate the adenylyl cyclase. The activated G proteins activated adenylyl cyclase, and this adenylyl cyclase activates the conversion of the ATP to the CMP, the secondary messenger in this pathway. A pathway involves many messengers, first messengers and then the second messengers. This message is transferred in such a way that there is a chain of enzymatic reactions. First product is to hand over to other enzymes. Similarly, in this process, one message is to hand over to the other next messengers. CMP further activates the protein kinases that causes a phosphorylations. Activated protein kinases phosphorylates proteins in the cytoplasm. This process these proteins, allowing them to alter cell activity. When they are phosphorylated, they automatically altered, and they have the altered activity. In this way, they have the different activity in the cells, and by hormones, messages transferred into the cell. Next, provide structures. Proteins also provide the structures. Some proteins are fibrous and provide cell and tissues with stiffness and rigidity. For example, keratin, collagen, and elastin. The keratin is present in our hairs, and collagen is in our muscles, and elastin is also present in our muscles. They provide us the structures and rigidity in our structures, and important to maintain our structures. Maintain proper pH means that proteins can also act as a buffer. Our body has a narrow pH. Every organ has a specific pH. If this pH is changed due to some nutritional factor or due to the environmental factor, then we cannot survive, or it causes the many type of disturbance in our body. So it causes maintenance of the proper pH is necessary. Protein play a vital role in regulating the concentration of acid and bases. It means that when there is increase in the base, it decreases its amount, and when there is increase in the basis, then it decreases its amount. Similarly happens when there is a deficiency of acids or bases in our body. And other body fluid, variety of buffering systems allowing our body fluid to maintain normal pH range. A buffer is a chemical system. This is basically a chemical system that prevents a radical change in fluid pH by dampening the change in hydrogen and concentrations in case of excess acids or base. In the presence of excess acids, it is decreased, and in presence of excess base, it is increased. Most commonly, the substance that absorb the ion is either a weak acids which take up the hydroxyl ion, or a weak base which take up hydrogen ion. In this way, they maintain our body pH, and it is very important function of the protein. Next, balance fluid. Albumin and globulin are the protein in our blood that help maintain our body fluid by attracting and retaining water. If this is not maintained, then it will cause the shrinkage or burst of the cells. It make our cell environments hypotonic or hypertonic. So it is necessary and to maintain the balanced fluid in our body, make our body environments isotonic. If we don't eat enough proteins, our level of albumin and globulin eventually decreased. Consequently, these proteins can no longer keep our blood in our blood vessels, and the fluid is forced into the spaces between our cells. Then, boosters immune health. Our immune health is very important. Immune system is actually the defensive system of our body, and the molecules or the substances produced by the immune systems against any foreign particles are actually the proteins in nature. Antibodies are produced in the blood when an antigens enter into the body. When an antigens enter into the body, antibodies when an antigens enter into the body, then antibodies are produced. Antibodies are actually the protein in our blood that help protect our body from harmful invader like bacteria and viruses, which are actually the antigens. And each antibody is specific about the antigen. It bind with it and destroy it. Different type of the reactions may proceed, like inflammations, uh, or tissue hemorrhage may be occur during this process, but actually it is beneficial for our body, because at a time it protecting our body from different type of the, foreign particles or parasitic organisms. Once our body has produced antibody against a particular bacteria or viruses, our cell never forget how to make them. We become resistant to that bacteria or virus. Our body has already antibodies against them. We can attack them and destroy them before their incubation periods. First time, maybe there is delay in the process. Our body may take time to recognize, or make take a time to the formation of antibodies, but once they are formed, the next time they take no time to destroy it. Transport and storage of nutrients. Transport proteins carry substance throughout our bloodstreams into the cell, out of cells, or within the cells. These substances that are transported included cholesterol, oxygen, vitamin, and minerals. In our body, oxygen is transported by the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is very important transporting protein. Here is oxygen. Red blood cells, actually hemoglobin is present in the red blood cells, and the hemoglobin carries the uh, oxygens from the oxygen rich area, it means that lungs, and then transfer it to the other body organs, and then by transferring hemoglobin in the blood carries oxygen from the lungs to the rest of tissues, and red blood cells carries oxygen to the certain different part of the body. After releasing the oxygens from that parts, then these red blood cells without oxygen but containing the hemoglobin return to the lungs, and then they perform their functions. They are ready for next cycle. They provide energy. Last things that was used for energy are actually the protein. They does not give us as much energy as we obtain from carbohydrates or lipids that give us 9 kilocalories energy per grams, but protein supply our body with energy. Uh, it gives us 4 calories per gram. Last things that use our body for energy is the protein. Our body uses amino acids from breakdown of the skeletal muscles if carbohydrate storage is low. From these discussions, we understand that all the body functions are performed by the proteins. It may be transport, storage, or immune health, maintenance of body fluid, biochemical reactions. Each and everything is controlled by the protein. Reason is that DNA as such cannot function as a protein. It only instruct over cells to form the protein according to the functions that we need it. Then proteins replicate or transcript and translated into the proteins. The instructions given by the DNA to RNA and RNA to proteins are encoded in the form of amino acid sequence, and but main functions DNA give only instructions to make the protein, but it's the body's worker molecules are the protein. They are found from the different um, nucleotide sequence of the RNA that are also instructed by the DNA, but main functions is performed by the only and only protein in our body. Here is the references, and it's all about the proteins and their functions. Then if there is any question, thank you so much.